Welcome back, everybody, from London ahead of a huge night of boxing this Saturday from the Arena, Wembley Arena, live on Dazn around the world. A fight that is very important for the heavyweight division. The main event, the return of the body snatcher, Dillian Whyte, against America's Jermaine Franklin. Tremendous card from top to bottom, but this fight, very important for the world heavyweight landscape and very important for the career of both men, particularly from our side, the British heavyweight Dillian Whyte, that returns to action after fighting for the WBC world heavyweight title against Tyson Fury in what is a must-win fight on Saturday. We're going to go over to the American team firstly. Dimitri Salita, welcome. Always a pleasure to have here. Off the back of a very successful trip for you with Claressa Shields, looking for one of your other charges to win a big fight on Saturday night, and you truly believe this is the moment for Jermaine Franklin.
Thank you, Eddie. It's always a pleasure to be here in the UK. Amazing boxing culture, amazing fans, amazing media, and the UK is the home of the heavyweight landscape these days. I believe Jermaine is the top young American heavyweight. I've been telling you about Jermaine for many years. This is his opportunity, a classic fight with a young guy fighting an older, big name. I want to give a shout out and respect to Jesse Addison and Lorenzo, his trainers, who've been here with him for a long time, from his first fight, really. Jermaine is a national champion, beat several undefeated fighters on his way up the ranks, and we love it here, but you guys are on for a big surprise on Saturday night.
Yeah, you've been asking me to get Jermaine Franklin a big fight for a long time. He nearly got it last year as well, but tell us a little bit about Jermaine Franklin. I mean, you are a former fighter, unlike us, most promoters who have not really been in there. You have been, you understand boxing, and you believe this is the perfect timing for him against Dillian Whyte.
I do. As you know, we almost made the fight last year, but it did not happen. I believe the timing is better for Jermaine now. Dillian did get knocked out twice out of his last 3 fights, although very high-level fights. However, I do believe that Dillian is underestimating Jermaine, and Jermaine is very eager to win. Very eager to be the best, and I've seen it throughout his career. I followed him in his young professional career. I started working with him as a promoter 3 years ago, and what I've seen is very promising. He's ready for this big stage. He's focused mentally, physically. He's been here for about 5 weeks, sparring with Tyson Fury and Daniel Dubois. He's ready to rumble.
And finally, how important is that big stage and being able to deal with that pressure as well, and also the start of this fight? Both guys can really punch. Dillian Whyte, particularly likes to start fast as well in fights occasionally, and going to have to get into this fight real quick, Jermaine Franklin.
Yes, again, a lot of respect for Dillian Whyte. He's obviously a very accomplished fighter, great heavyweight, big name. I believe Jermaine is on stage to become a big name from America. Not a lot of big heavyweights from the United States. Jermaine is in that route, being in camp with Tyson Fury, sparring with Daniel Dubois, I believe prepared him for this. And also having such an outstanding and long time amateur career and professional career, Jermaine has been dreaming and reliving this moment for so many times. And it's all going to come together on Saturday night. Thank you, Dimitri.
Let's talk to the training teams, Jesse Addison and, of course, Buddy McGirt, now training and picking up the reins of Dillian Whyte. Jesse, we'll start with you. A special moment for you with Jermaine Franklin, because you've been with him right from the start. You've been dreaming of this big opportunity. This is an opportunity that will see probably Jermaine Franklin move forward and fight for the world heavyweight title. Everything you've worked towards together unfolds on Saturday night.
Yes, sir. First of all, it's an honor to be here in London, and the people here have been very kind and very hospitality to us, and it's an honor, We're going to take full advantage of this opportunity that we got. I can recall Jermaine when he was a younger fighter, maybe about 12, 13. At the time, he wasn't fighting for me, but I told him, I said, you're going to be world champion one day, never knowing that one day he would be fighting for me. So his dad brought him to me about 10 years ago, and he said, I got to take him to another level, and you the man. So I say, well, if Jermaine is determined and he want to do this, we can take him to the top, because he does has potential. So we started off, and we had a successful amateur career, 2 Golden Glove national champions. Well, he was runner-up 1 year, and then he lost in the finals, came all the way back around, and he made up for that, and he won it. So this guy, he knows how to win. We have great chemistry together. I go out there, I give him an assignment, and he take care of the assignment. So Nothing is new, you know. His professional career had been built on the road. We went into his opponents' backyards, in front of their fans, in front of their families, and we destroyed them. Just like we come here to do with Dillian Whyte, in front of his fans, in front of his family, and we're gonna destroy him. It's nothing new. It's nothing new to us. We grew to this.
When you look at the level of opposition he's faced, we know he's got great amateur pedigree, we know he's got ability, but this is a big step up to the elite level of the heavyweight division. You say you're going to destroy Dillian Whyte, but what gives you that confidence just being around Jermaine Franklin, seeing his ability? Because this is a big step up on a big stage for Jermaine Franklin.
Yes, it is. It's a big step up, and we prepare for this. You know, this is a step where I've been mentally preparing him for, physically preparing him for, ever since the first day that he walked in the gym. And so, getting this opportunity against Dillian Whyte, they talked about it maybe a year ago or so, and we got all excited about it, and it didn't happen. But I told Jermaine, that's okay. If it's meant to happen, it will happen. And here we are. It's going to happen. We're not fearful of the big stage we on. We the big stage. When we came here, we the big stage. So the stage got to get ready for us.
Thanks, Jesse. Buddy,
yes,
welcome. Always a pleasure to have you in town.
How you doing?
Good. I see you've done your knee in the other week, but you're here ready to rumble on Saturday night. The first fight with Dillian Whyte. They're talking a big game over the other side there. You know these guys, obviously. You've studied Jermaine Franklin as well. A real test on Saturday night for Dillian Whyte?
Of course. I believe anybody's a test. You know, when the bell rings, you know, you never know what intention. Well, you know the other guy's intentions on winning. But to me, everybody's a test. You never overlook anybody. You know, I don't give a shit who it is. He can have one eye and one leg. You never underestimate him. You got to be prepared for any and everything. And we have done that. So now it's just ready to put everything together Saturday night.
Obviously, Dillian's made the move out to the States. He's always been prepared to make the sacrifices to get the best out of his career. Impressed with what you've seen so far as well? A big, strong heavyweight that can really punch, and plenty left in the tank for Dillian Whyte.
Well, you know, he has more than just punching power. You know, after being with him for a couple of weeks, you know, you see this guy has a very good boxing IQ. You know, he does a lot of different moves. It's awkward and it's crazy, but it works for him. You know what I mean? So, and if I ever ask him something, you know, why'd you do that? He explained to me why. And I'm like, all right, cool. Now let's make it a little better where we don't get counted or, you know, make it more effective. So, I mean, it was a great training camp. So I have no complaints at all.
I'm sure you've studied Jermaine Franklin, a good amateur, good feet as well, good all-round boxer, but you expect your man to be triumphant on Saturday night. I'm
going to be 150% honest with you. I don't study anybody. I prepare for any and everything. I'm not going to sit and worry about what the guy I'm training, who he's fighting. I don't worry about what they're doing, because I'm preparing my guy for any and everything. You know what I mean? So if you prepare, I believe if you prepare for one thing, and you see something and you look for it and it don't happen in the fight, it's too damn late. But if you're prepared for any and everything, no matter what the other guy does, you got an answer for it, and that's the key.
And finally, everything you've seen in the gym, obviously coming off a defeat for the world heavyweight title, but plenty left from Dillian Whyte, and you expect a great performance from him this weekend.
Oh, most definitely. And here's the funny part. I've never seen Dillian fight either. So.
Well, I promise you one thing. You will do on Saturday.
But, you know, I had to deal with him for the last 6 weeks, so that was enough. You know what I mean? So, but, you know, look, we had a great training camp. We're not expecting no easy fight Saturday. I believe there's no such thing as an easy fight. I mean, especially at this stage of the game, you got to be ready for any and everything. And we've done that now. So now, well, Dillian's done it. Because when the bell rings, he takes 3 steps in, I take 3 steps out. So it's on him now. So it's on him now to, you know, do chicken right Saturday night.
Thanks, buddy. Jermaine, welcome. You've been really chilled out, you know, since we saw you. First time I met you was at the Gloves Are Off, or no, the show. Seen the way you've spoke on social media, but when it comes down to it, you're super chilled. Your man Jesse spoke a great game there as well. You don't look overawed with the occasion, but you've enjoyed your experience. I think coming here early has been fantastic for your preparation. You've had great sparring. Just 2 days away now for the biggest moment of your life, the biggest moment of your career.
First, I want to say thank you for the opportunity of having me here and getting me out. But yeah, I'm a real chill guy. I don't really talk a lot. So, you know, I just like to take care of business when it's time to.
People keep talking about if you're ready for the big stage. Jesse seems to think without doubt you are, probably knows you better than most men. You feel confident in yourself that when you walk out on Saturday night, you're ready to mix it at that level with the big crowds and the big platform around the world. This is, I guess, the moment you've been working for all your career.
Yeah, I got the utmost confidence in myself, and I'm ready to go to war behind it.
And what do you see from Dillian Whyte when you look in his eyes? I know you know that he's a good fighter. He is coming off a stoppage loss as well. But what gives you the confidence that you believe you win this fight on Saturday?
I just got the utmost confidence in myself and my abilities. I know, like, y'all keep bringing up him being stopped, but I don't care about that. So I come in there, I prepare like Dillian's the champion, like he's a world champion. That's how we looking at it.
And finally, victory for you. I know we had a joke, but not really a joke, about what could lay ahead if you win this fight on Saturday night. You beat Dillian Whyte in London on Saturday night. You're going to change your life. Multi-million-pound paydays, the biggest fights in the division. Really, the pressure's on Dillian Whyte, I guess, on Saturday night. Most people here believe that he'll go through you on Saturday night, but for you, you win this fight, everything changes.
Yeah, so I'm just focused on this fight. I don't really like to dwell too much in the future. You know, you can lose focus on what's at hand. So, you know, after this fight, then, you know, that's what my focus would be after this. But until this fight, I'm just strictly focused on business.
Thank you, Jermaine. Dillian, welcome back. You look great, you look fresh, you look ready. I guess there is pressure on you on Saturday night. You don't look like there's pressure on you on Saturday night, but coming off that defeat, the big fights that lay ahead in 2023 as well, most people, I guess without knowing the history of Jermaine Franklin, expect you to put on a great display and win on Saturday night. But like Buddy says, you know this is a real test, and looking forward to a great fight on Saturday.
No one expects me to do anything, man. I'll just get nervous, mate. But, you know, listen, like he said, he's had a lot of amateur fights, and I had 6 amateur fights. People forget that. You know, I had 6 amateur fights. But one thing you got to know is I can fight, and I can fucking fight. It's as simple as that. You know, I can fucking fight. Regardless, whichever way it is, however way it is, I'll get it done. Simple as that.
When we look back to the Fury fight, I know that's the past now, but do you feel you lost a little bit of that? You know, one thing that's you've always had is that ruggedness, that tenacity, that maximum violence mindset. Is that back now? Is that here? I mean, Buddy McGirt's been a great influence on you. He's quite a calming guy as well, but we need that ruggedness from Dillian Whyte because that's what makes you what you are as a fighter.
You know what? It's never left, but, you know, sometimes it's boxing, stuff happens, and sometimes when you're meant to have your best nights, you don't. And other times when you're not meant to, it happens. That's just how boxing goes. That's how boxing is. You live, you learn from it. Obviously, hindsight's a bitch, as they say, but, you know, obviously, I try and listen to what my coaches say and what instruction is and this, that, and the other, you know what I mean? Sometimes you have like a to and fro in your head, do this, but wait, but, you know, Buddy's calm, but listen, don't let Buddy's calmness fool you. Buddy be shouting, rooter to the baby. Buddy's calm, but, you know, Buddy, you just look at the way Buddy used to fight. Buddy used to set pace and always fight aggressively, so don't let his calmness fool you. Listen, we know what's in front of us. You know, he's young, he's dangerous, obviously, he's undefeated, and he's full of beans, as we say here in the UK, and, you know, it's up to me to beat them out of him one by one, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, you know.
We know that boxing's changed your life. You probably weren't expected to get to these levels of 90,000 fighting for the world heavyweight title. You know, you've made your money, you've made a lot of sacrifices as well. How much does the fire still burn within Dillian Whyte? Now you're fighting these young guys that were like you once, you know, when you fought Derek Chisora, even before that.
He's never let me. He's never let me. He's never let me. He can say whatever he want, and they say all this, and, you know, his coach, I've been building for this moment. I was never prepared for this moment. No one ever guided me and built me to get here. I was just like, fuck this, I don't give a fuck. Whatever it takes, I'm gonna get there. You know, I didn't have no promoters. I didn't even win the junior ABAs. You know what I mean? I never had no backing, nothing. I was selling tickets up until a couple of years ago, you know, to get on these shows. You know, obviously, I've always been the outsider. Even when I was at the top of the game, I was always been the outsider. So I'm used to it, and, you know, I'm used to it. I don't think the fire is there. My fire never goes, and I don't think it'll ever go. I just have to know when it's time to say, yeah, listen, you need to relax, son, and have a cup of tea.
You heard from the trainer, Jesse. He says he expects to destroy you on Saturday night. You've seen Jermaine say some stuff on social, not so much face to face. What do you think about the belief from the camp?
I don't really watch what people say on social media. If you can't say it to my face, then screw you, you know. And they can say whatever they want. Listen, that's their job. They're meant to say that. They're meant to do this. They're meant to be. That's what we paid them to come here to do. You understand? Come here to have self-belief, to believe in yourself, to come and fight, to come and put up a good fight. Obviously, Jesse believes in him. Jesse probably sees him as a son and look after him. So he's gonna say whatever he's gonna say. I don't care what people say about me or think about me. I don't care. Like I say at the start, I can fight, regardless. At the minute, obviously, people thinking, oh, he's an wounded lion now. We're gonna all these little hyenas looking to move in and have a little nibble here, a little nibble there. What they're gonna remember is, listen, I'm still a predator at the end of the day. And what predators do, they kill.
And finally, this young man has good amateur pedigree, good experience, good feet, good technician. Can he stand and mix it with a body snatcher? Can he stand in the trenches? You think he's prepared to go to those?
He can do whatever he wants to do. I don't care. He can. I fought all different kind of guys. You know, I fought tall guys, awkward guys, short guys. I fought punchers. I fought Olympians. I fought guys who's destroyed everybody. You know, and I find a way to beat almost all of them. You know what I mean? You know, and the ones that didn't beat, I still had my moments in the fights. You know, so, you know, but I fought top guys. Obviously, you know, they're saying I've underestimated him. I was like, if I underestimated him, I left and go to. I got called like the day, 2 or 3 days before, and I just dropped everything, pick up my case and run off into the night. Went to America. You know, if I was underestimated, but I said to buddy, yeah, you stay over there. Just come and see me 4 weeks before the fight. No, I've been staying in a motel, so and it wasn't a nice motel. I've been cooking my own grub and everything. So, you know, if I wasn't underestimating, I wouldn't be doing that. I'd be in some fancy villa with a pool and all that. I was even washing my own clothes. I was getting quarters and washing my own. I ain't underestimating, bro. Trust me. But it's good though. It's good. It's good to roll it back sometime, peel it back and strip it back a bit, you know. And it's good when these guys come here and say these things because it just, you know. Anyway, it's all good, man.
And over finally to the Franklin team, Jesse, a prediction from you? Is it just the standard by any means necessary, or when you play this fight in your head, how does Jermaine Franklin win this fight?
Listen, Dillian Whyte is a wounded lion wandering in the jungle. Okay.
Why you taking my rest, bro?
When
Relax,
you get
man.
a wounded lion wandering in
Jermaine,
the
speak up
jungle,
and say your
the
coach
healthy
speak,
lions
man.
are going to destroy
Hey,
you.
Dimitri,
This is the
he's
healthy
stealing your
lion.
thunder, Dimitri.
He's been knocked
Dimitri,
out
he's
2
stealing your
times
thunder.
out of his last 3
Hey,
fights.
Dimitri, he's
He's a
stealing your
wounded
thunder, bro.
lion. This
He's
man
stealing
is
your thunder.
undefeated. So we just going to
Bro,
finish
he's
him
lost
off.
fights before in his.
We
in-
just
he's
going to
lost
finish
fights
him
before,
off. That's
bro.
all. Simple as
We've all
that.
lost fights. Everybody's lost fights. He's lost fights before. Like, you just, you know,
Jesse,
you Americans always talk
is it a
shit
knockout
anyway,
victory?
man.
Most definitely a
Some
knockout
Americans
victory.
talk shit all the
We're here in London, England. He has, you know, he has friends here. So we want to secure the victory. We want to make sure we take the judges out of the equation, and Jermaine Fist is going to be the judge. And,
Is this thing finished?
and,
But Tilly Man Salih, they
and he's
talk too much,
mumbling
bro.
now, but after the fight, he won't even be able to mumble.
Okay. Jesse?
You dumb fuck! That's what you sound like, you stupid fucking bozo. Relax, man.
We going to see when you get off your ass.
You and you when you get up your head. And God and them. Fucking idiot. Sorry.
Okay. I won't ask you,
He's
buddy, as you
triple
haven't watched him.
retarded.
Dillian Whyte, do you win this fight by knockout on Saturday night? Is that in the mindset? I know that the standard procedure is however it comes, but you believe you win this fight by
I've
knockout?
never tried to have a fight where I never tried to knock someone out. You see me get in trouble for it because I've been ahead in the scorecards and they're like, you're ahead, and I'm like, well, I'm still gonna try and knock this guy out. So that's my mindset. That's I'm one of those kind of guys that I'm cool and chill, but I'm like extreme as fuck and violent as fuck also, but it's a bit of a paradox. I'm super cool, but I'm super wild at the same time. It's crazy.
You should let Buddy talk for you, because we don't understand a damn thing you saying.
Hey, let's finish, bro. This guy,
Can you leave
bro,
me out of this, please?
He didn't get it. He's stupid. Bro, just stop talking rubbish.
But we're done. But one thing from you, Jermaine, you've been the quietest one here. Are you?
Shit about old motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Stop talking. I don't give a fuck if you're a pensioner. I'll smack the shit if you keep talking.
You selling fucking wolf tickets. Where we come from, we don't even buy that shit.
Damn, shut the fuck up. Dumb fuck.
Jermaine, anything to close on? You've been super chilled. Are you sure? Your man's sure down there. Are you sure you win this fight on Saturday night?
Yeah, I'm just ready to kick ass. You know, that's all I got to say. I ain't really no big talker, like I said. You know, I'm just ready to fight. That's what I do.
Well, thank you very much. And thank you, Jesse, Buddy,
sir.
Dillian, and Dimitri Salita. Lots said up here, but the fact remains, a big fight for the heavyweight division and a massive fight for the career of Dillian Whyte on Saturday night, live from the Wembley Arena on Dazn all around the world. Great card, great night of boxing, wherever you are in the world. Do not miss it. We're going to have a head-to-head up here. Thank you.